10 of my favorite movies of all time, just like the Joker. I hope you guys like this video, and please watch the movies and enjoy. American Psycho is one of the best movies of all time in my opinion. In my opinion, Patrick Bateman is Christian Bale's best performance of all time. I mean, he's a psycho, an American Psycho. Sorry, that was a bit cringy. But the thing I like about this movie is that you don't know what's real and what's not real. This movie is a mess, but a freaking beautiful one. I absolutely love this movie, and if you guys haven't watched it, then go watch it immediately. Amazing movie. The Dark Knight Returns is my favorite animated movie of all time and my favorite superhero movie of all time. This movie is brutal and isn't afraid to cross lines. This movie even has the best Batman v Superman fight. This movie has everything a superhero fan could ever want, and this is an absolutely amazing movie. It is part of my top 10 favorite movies of all time. I cannot recommend to watch this enough. This movie is amazing. If you haven't watched this movie, go watch it this instantly. It has an amazing voice acting cast with RoboCop Peter Weller voicing Batman and an amazing Joker. This movie is just amazing. I cannot beg you guys enough to go watch this. Go watch this immediately, right now.
No more! All the people I've murdered by letting you live.
I never kept count.
I did.
I know. And I love you for it.
A Clockwork Orange is one of my favorite movies of all time. This movie is messed up in many ways, and the main character Alex, he's a psycho. He gets sexually driven by violence. Yep, that's enough to tell you how much of a psycho he really is. But, yeah, this movie is so good, honestly. It has an awesome soundtrack, and this movie is just amazing in many ways. It's really messed up, and it is pretty disturbing, but yet it's so nice and classical. You get what I mean, right? This movie is really good. Just go watch this.
Stop it, please, I beg you!
I'm gonna be honest with you. The only classic silent movies I've ever watched was The Cabinet of Dr. Caligari and Nosferatu. But The Man Who Laughs would have to be my favorite silent movie of all time. This movie was the inspiration behind Joker. If this movie never existed, the Joker would have never existed. It's about a man who is called ugly and can never get along with society. Absolutely amazing movie. This is a movie about a drummer that is really experienced, but soon he starts taking his profession as a drummer over his own life and his own family. The more in this movie, the more the movie progresses, the more it shows how far he will come just to be a good drummer. This is an absolutely amazing movie, and you should watch it.
I'm upset. Louder! I'm upset! You are a worthless, friendless, faggot-lipped little piece of shit whose mommy left daddy when she figured out he wasn't Eugene O'Neill, and who is now weeping and slobbering all over my drum set like a fucking 9-year-old girl. So for the final father-fucking time, say it louder! I'm upset!
This movie shows how far someone would go just to be a good ballerina and look for someone's acceptance. She starts hurting her own family, and you don't know whether she's actually hurting people, or whether she's actually killing people, or whether it's all fake. There is a lot of hallucinations in this movie, and you don't know whether they're real or not. And at the end of the movie, long goes the innocent Nina, lies, evil, and Black Swan. I'm sorry, I'm trying to make it really dramatic. But anyway, this movie is awesome. Absolutely amazing. Norman Bates, a mother's boy. He's a freaking psycho, that's what he is. This movie is an absolutely amazing movie. I'm not gonna say much on this movie. Like, the only thing I could do for you guys is show you this one clip, and you guys have to promise me to go watch this movie. Amazing.
You mean an institution? A madhouse? People always call a madhouse someplace, don't they? Put her in someplace.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean it to sound uncaring.
What do you know about caring? Have you ever seen the inside of one of those places? The laughing and the tears.
The Shining is an amazing movie. I cannot do this movie justice just by talking about this movie. I'm going to show you 2 clips from this movie. 2 clips. Go watch this movie. This movie is one of my favorite movies of all time. Top 10 easily. Amazing movie.
Wendy, I'm home.
Gonna hurt you. You didn't let me finish my sentence. I said, I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm just gonna bash your brains in. I'm gonna bash them right the fuck in.
Stay away from me!
Give me the bat. Stop swinging the bat.
Stop!
Give me the bat.
Wendy!
Give me the bat. Give me the bat.
I never use mine. I'm conservative, you know? But it's a good thing to have just as a threat.
Well, I'm gonna go do my dirt.
Taxi Driver is the main inspiration behind the Joker. This movie is about a loner, a lonely taxi driver that tries to seek acceptance from society but ultimately rejects him. In the movie, he slowly builds up, you know, he's like a ticking time bomb. He slowly gets crazier, 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 Then he snaps. This movie is part of my top 3 favorite movies of all time. That's how good this movie is. Do yourself a favor and go watch this movie. Amazing movie.
You talking to me? You talking to me? You talking to me? Well, who the hell else are you talking to? Talking to me? Well, I'm the only one here. Who the fuck do you think you're talking to? Oh, yeah? Huh?
Rupert Pumpkin has always wanted to be a comedian. In this movie, he gets to be a comedian for once, you know? He lives his dreams. But you don't know whether it's reality or imagination. This movie is amazing in many ways. This movie is a cult classic, and when I said Taxi Driver is the main inspiration behind the Joker, I lied. This is.
I'm asking you to take over the show for 6 weeks. I mean, what's 6 weeks?
I'll give you anything, but don't ask me to do 6 weeks. I can't take over the show for 6 weeks. I can't even take over my own life for 6 weeks. And you're asking me to do something that's impossible. It's impossible. Don't you understand? What?
What are you doing down there so late?
It's impossible. I'm trying to tell you that. What do you want? You want the... Will you please give your warmest welcome to the newest king of comedy, Rupert Pumpkin. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Rupert Pumpkin. I was born in Clifton, New Jersey, which was not that Is there anyone here for me?
Hey guys, when people want to do a video on YouTube, they always get in these fancy setups, you know? Not me though. I don't want to come in some station or something, you know? I prefer to talk on my own bed, you know, be comfortable and stuff. Anyway, the honorable mention is Fight Club. Amazing movie, and I'm not going to spoil anything. That's all I'm going to talk about. Fight Club. Just watch Fight Club. Anyway, amazing movie. Please subscribe, and have a good day.